Camera's on. Tippy toe, tippy toe. I can't see. Hello there. I'm Slaid Cleaves, coming at you from my little home office in the small town of Wimberley, Texas. It's 7 in the evening here. The sun is going to set in the next hour or so. And, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for sending in all those requests. I won't have to do them all. I won't have time to do them all, but every song tonight is going to be by request. It's an all-request show. Big thanks to this live stream series together. I'm honored to be a part of it. And thanks to Karen, of course, for setting this up and working the chat room while I sing my songs all by myself in my room here, looking into a little tiny camera lens. We'll start out with South Austin drinking songs to get warmed up with, like I always do. But they're dedicated tonight. Let's see, this one, Horseshoe Lounge for Gary, Val Travers, Dan and Cheryl, Liz and Neil in the UK, and Teresa. Or is it Teresa? Ricky got the quarters for the table and broke, while I pulled hard on the sorrow and smoke. Raising up my bottle, I looked for a chance as he set your glass down on the bar with a glance at me down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Shuffleboard and neon light down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Cigarette. Ricky said she's out of your league, let her go, as I watched you pick your partner on that old dance floor. I know it didn't work out the first time we tried, but I'd do anything to have you by my side again. Down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Peel the label off a Miller Lite. Down at the Horseshoe Lounge. I sit here thinking about you every night. Were you the one who faltered? Was I the one who strayed? Maybe God left us out of the plans he made. So here's to missed beginnings and things that never start, for these are the ghosts that run around in my heart. When I see that where I'm going isn't where I wanna be, I get the urge to look you up, see if you would come and meet me down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Hey buddy, have you got a light? Down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Just one more and I'll be alright. Sing it at home now. Down at the Horseshoe Lounge. Peel the label off a Miller Lite. Down at the Horseshoe Lounge. I sit here thinking about you every night. Ricky got the quarters for the table and broke, while I pulled hard on the sorrow and smoke. Well, that wasn't so bad. I sure miss you all, though. Coming up next, of course, is Drinking Days, a song I wrote with Karen Poston. This goes out to Nadine in Montreal, to Wayne from Tucson, and Pete in Long Beach with his... Apparently he plays this song with his band. I'd love to see that someday. That's not right. Gotta put the right capo on there, Slaid. My drinking days are over. No more nights at the carousel. say they're gonna miss me, but who could ever tell? I never knew what time it was till closing time came round. My drinking days are over, but I'm still trouble bound. I used to hang at the Horseshoe. You'd see me spinning at the broken spoke. I'd take some gal down to Green Hall. We lived on whiskey and smoke. Don't know how it all started. Didn't mean to hurt no one. Some bad luck, what's done can't be undone. Well, it was way past midnight, and it hollered out last call. I turned around and Wranglin' Ron was headed for a brawl. I didn't know that other guy was a cop. I guess I didn't care. Sometimes you gotta act like you got a pair. That's what Wranglin' Ron told me years ago. I just heard from Wranglin' today. He's down in Terlingua, Texas, riding out the virus. He went down there a couple months ago to help a buddy of his open up a laundromat slash dance hall. What could possibly go wrong? My drinking days are over. No more nights at the carousel. No more fights, no more neon lights. I guess it's just as well. I never knew what time it was till closing time. My drinking days are over, but I'm still trouble bound. I get a ride out to Huntsville, but I'll be there for a while, staring out a mesh window, mile after mile. I don't have any regrets, well, maybe just a few, but a man's gonna do what he's gonna do. My drinking days are over. No more nights at the carousel. My buddies say they're gonna miss me. They can go to hell. I never knew what time it was till closing time came round. My drinking days are over, but I'm still trouble bound. I was till closing time came round. My drinking days are over, but I'm still trouble bound. My drinking days are over. Alrighty. Hope everyone's doing all right out there. Hope the stream is coming through loud and clear. Next up, we got a song off my latest record. Came out 3 years ago. Yeah, it's still my latest record. I don't call it my last record. I don't want to jinx myself. A song called Hickory, and the fun part about this song is that it was recorded by a young bluegrass band called the Po Ramblin' Boys last year. They put it on their album, and the album was nominated for a Grammy. That's a first for me. Very exciting. Even more exciting is when I got my royalty check last month. There was a little bump in it that was enough to pay my mortgage for a month. So, Po Ramblin' Boys, thanks guys, and I got lots more songs if you're interested. Suze, Blenny, and Gary. Ann and March are asking for Ann's mom, requesting Hickory and some yodeling. We'll get that we'll get to the yodeling towards the end of the set there. This is Hickory. I was born in the shadows of a Tennessee mountain, in a slower and gentler time, in a cabin grandfather built with his hands out of hickory, walnut, and pine. We hunted those hills, my father and I, so far from the bustle of town. But I'd soon see a whole way of life start to fade as the mines all began to shut down. I heard saws on the mountain, saw the trucks rumble by, filing past like a funeral line. Those big iron trailers were piled up high with hickory, walnut, and pine. Progress or a shame, well, you can't stop a train as it's barreling on down the line. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets, hickory, walnut, and pine. Well, the mountaintops flattened, the hickory's gone, and the streams run black as a curse. My father's been out here since the mining went bad and then worse. I heard his old saw, I heard his old plane, I heard his cough worsen with time. Now I stand where he lays in the box that he made out of hickory, walnut, and pine. Oh, I sure miss old JoJo Jock's mandolin playing right about now. My children have left for the big city jobs. I remain my fate to unwind. I don't dream of the days when the wind called my name through hickory, walnut, and pine. All progress or a shame, stop a train, and you can't stop the marching of time. Down the trees and name your new streets, hickory, walnut, and pine. All right, folks. We're going back in time now, 20 years. January of 2000 is when this song came out. The album broke down. Hard to believe it was that long ago. Built when this song came out. Can you believe that? This goes out to Wade Blomgren, Tom Powers, Martha, and Gemma and Sarah, all the way over in London. Sure had a pawn shop band of gold, a sink full of dishes, and a love grown cold. Long came a boy, pretty as the devil. She took his hand, the whole thing unraveled. There's no turning round, it's broke down. Billy took the ring, jammed it in his pocket, drove downtown. Down at the bottom of Lake Pontchartrain, there's a love note carved inside a wedding ring. Broke down, cracked and shattered, left in pieces like it never even mattered. Broke down, torn out for raid, ain't nothing left you could give away. There's no turning around, it's broke down. Ain't no telling where love goes, maybe down where the Black River flows. Won't be coming back round, it's broke down. Baby in the backseat and another on the way. Sherry thinks of Billy at the end of every day. Spends her nights waiting for real life to start, listening to the sound of her double-crossed heart. Broke down, cracked and shattered, left in pieces like it never even mattered. There's no turning round, it's broke down. other side of town to like a wreck smoking on a windowsill. There's a picture locked up in an old suitcase. Billy closes his eyes, but he still sees her face. Broke down, cracked and shattered, left in pieces like it never even mattered. Broke down, torn out parade, ain't nothing left you could give away. There's no turning round, it's broke down. It's broke down. Broke down. A song that allowed Picott and I to quit our day job. Most of you know by now that the song was mostly written by my old childhood friend Rod Picott from South Berwick, Maine. He wrote about 9/10 of that song and gave me credit for just a couple of lines, bless his heart. Rod's been going through a hard time, I'm sorry to report. His mom passed away last week. He's up in Maine taking care of things with his dad. So we're sending out heartfelt sympathies to Rod. Somebody very thoughtfully, let's see who dedicated for Rod tonight. So I thought we'd do Primer Gray, which is a song that Rod and I wrote, and it's kind of a father and son study. And we'll send this to the father and son as they go through the grieving process. Also asked for this song. Let's see, Kelly and Graham and Aaron and Lou asked for this song, Primer Gray. I pulled the engine with a block and chain, got the oil pump in just before the rain. In the gravel drive, the Pontiac. Come the weekend, you'll find me at the track. It's a 74, Dad bought it new, still mostly stock, and it's rusted through. I only worry about what's underneath. What she looks like mean a damn to me, 'cause you don't need that flash and shine. You hard off the line. So keep your lacquer, your chrome and flames. I'll paint mine primer gray. Some men are rich and they'll let you know. Some guys act tough, it's all a show. I know this, men hold inside. We're all about the same when you turn out the lights. But you don't need that flash and shine. You just need to be hard off the line. So keep your chrome and flames. I'll paint mine primer gray. Dad was pretty fast back in the day. Bring that trophy home now, Mama used to say. We sit there on the shelf gathering dust. Luck turns to loss and to rust. I've got that car detailed in tune. My boy's 16, he'll be driving soon. Don't drive that old 74. Kids today, they all want something more. you don't need that flash and shine. You just need to be hard off the line. So keep your lacquer, your chrome and flames. I'll paint gray. It's what you do, not what you say. I'll paint mine primer gray. Song for Rod Picott. Going up to Maine. He's up in Maine. Just a couple of weeks ago, Rod sent me a copy of his collection of short stories, Out Past the Wires. I've read about half of it. It's really great. See if I can read it without my reading glasses. Raddy Foster did a really nice quote on it. There is a sense... I can't see it. Well, it's a really nice blurb. I can't read it without my reading glasses. We'll move on to the next song here. Let's see. We got another song that was built out of a family dynamic. I watched my parents go through a pretty nasty divorce in their late 60s, and it was really sad to watch that happen, but I got a song out of it. This is for Polly, Donna, and Mark, and Hunter. New love like a diamond, like a twinkling star, but it's a whole lot of heartache to get to where we are. 'Cause every man is a myth, every woman a dream. Watch your little heart get crushed when the truth gets in between. Every bond is a bond of sorrow, your blue sky turns gray. Everything you love will be taken away. Cry for your mama, cry for your dad, cry for everything you know they never had. Lying in the bed you made, but you were so. Say a prayer, put your head down, gotta prove your mama wrong. There's no poison like a dream when it all comes undone. Don't you know that in the end you're not fooling anyone? Every bone is a bone of sorrow, the blue sky turns gray. Everything you love will be taken away. Cry for your mama, cry for your dad, cry for everything you know they never had. You know they never had. Between the rum and the glass, between the teeth and the tongue, come December when the lights go out, you know you can't count on anyone. Between a dream and a lie, between hope and what's real, after so many years of let's work it out, you think there'd be some kind of a deal. Cry, cry for your dad, cry for everything you know they never had. Cry for your mama, cry for your dad, cry for everything you know they never had, the love they never had. Cry. I gotta move my notes up here. We got a big dedication coming up. Get my notes. Hold on a second. Sorry. Oh, Karen's coming in. Everything okay, Karen?
It's a little glitchy. I'm talking in.
A little glitchy. Anything? Karen's checking the. No, I don't need those things. I'm good.
I thought they were reading glasses.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome.
All right. Apologies if things are a little glitchy. We're at the very end of our Time Warner cable. We're the last people on the end of the line. So everyone is watching Netflix in the neighborhood now and gathering up all that bandwidth. Got a dedication here. Big dedication. The song Bring It On I wrote a long time ago. My old friends Greg and Sandy from Cleveland, they used to put me and the band up in their apartment in the old days before I could afford hotel rooms. Bless their hearts. They've been supporters for a long time. And they wanted to dedicate this song broken down to the doctors, the nurses, the M&A, everything at Metro Health Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio, where Sandy's a doctor. David also asked for a song for first responders. We also have a shout out to Sally, Liz, Lynn, and their co-workers on the front lines all across the country. Also a shout out to Faye, who's a volunteer at Nightingale Hospital in London, England. Also a shout out to Terry from Illinois, and out to my brother Jay, who drives an Amazon delivery truck, and his wife Kim, who's a neonatal nurse outside of Dallas. And last but not least, I want to say hey to Dom and Liz and Maggie. They always request this song when I come over the pond. I know we don't deserve to be going down this way, pushed around and bound to troubled days. And every time we stand and dust each other off, I know we may be losing, but we ain't lost. Bring it on, bring it on. I seen the rain tumbling down, I felt the cold wind blow, I seen trouble hanging around. Bring it on, bring it on. Once I dreamed of riches, of happiness untold. Now hopes lie scattered, trash along the lonesome road. I don't ask for mercy, it just don't work that way. Today I'm down, but hope will rise another day. Bring it on, bring it on. I seen the rain tumbling down, I felt I seen trouble hanging around. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I've seen it all by now. My pride is gone, but I'm still here somehow. Bring it on, bring it on. And all those little plans that never came to be, well, I keep your every teardrop down inside of me. As I watch you sleeping, I hope that you sleep. 'Cause lately when I wake up, I don't feel anything. Bring it on, bring it on. I seen the rain tumbling down, I felt the cold wind blow, I seen trouble hanging around. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I did it all by now. My pride is gone, but I'm still here somehow. Bring it on, bring it on. Oh, bring it on. Karen's at the doorway. What's up, Kay?
Sorry, Jared said if you plug it in, it might help.
It is plugged in.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no, it's not plugged in. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Our tech crew has said that if the iPad is plugged in, we might get a little bit better. I thought it was plugged. We're running on batteries. Let's see if that helps. Alrighty. Okay, while we're on the subject of people putting their safety at risk to do their job, I've got a workplace disaster song for you here by popular request. Let's see, who's this for? This is for Big John Cannon, for Stephen, for Stephanie, for Tom, Mark, and Alice and family, tuning in from California, Utah, and Washington. Let's see, Doug in Madison, Wisconsin, Felix in Santa Cruz, Lydia from Oregon, who asks, have you written a song about the Great Molasses Flood? Yes, she pitched me that song a year ago or so in Oregon, and I did look it up and I took some notes. I haven't written the song yet. Fascinating story, the Great Molasses Flood. And finally, to Pete and Pat and their fellow PEI Islanders, along with Pat and Glenda down in Florida, wishing they were back home. Yeah, I guess I'd rather be in PEI than Florida right now. That's for sure. In the melting snows of Ontario, where the wind will make you shiver, was the month of May up in Georgian Bay near the mouth of the Musquash River, where the bears prowl and the coyotes howl. You can hear the osprey scream. Back in '99 we were cutting pie and sending it downstream. Young Sandy Gray came to Go Home Bay all the way from PEI, where the weather's rough and it makes you tough. No man's afraid to die. Sandy came a smiling, 30,000 Islands was the place to claim its glory. Now Sandy's gone, but his name lives on. This is Sandy's story. Young Sandy lives on today in the echoes of a mighty yell. Listen close and you'll hear a ghost in this story that I tell, boys, this story that I tell. Now Sandy Gray was boss of the men who'd tossed the trees onto the shore. They'd ride them down towards December's, no, that's not right. They built a flow 100,000 100,000 logs or more. Ride them down towards Severn Sound and cut them up in the mills for timber. And the ships would haul spring, summer, and fall till the ice came in December. One Sabbath day, Big Sandy Gray came into camp with a peavy on his shoulder. With a thunder crack, he dropped his axe and the room got a little bit colder. He said, come on all you, we got work to do. We gotta give her all we can give her. There's a jam of logs at the little job near the mouth of the Musquash River. With no time to pray on the Lord's day, they were hoping for God's forgiveness. Where the jam was high in the devil's sky, they set out about their business. They poked with their poles and ran with the rolls and tried to stay on their face. Every trick they tried, and one man cried, this log jam's got us beat. Sandy Gray was not afraid, he let out a mighty yell. I'll be down to break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys. It's breakfast in hell. Let's see, right about now we get a cool guitar solo from Scrappy Judd or Michael O'Connor or Duke Levine or Joe Jacques. I'm sure we missed those guys, and they missed a lot of work from all the gigs we had to cancel over a couple of months. Hope they're doing okay. This is where we usually do the audience participation part. I guess we could do this at home. Everybody knows the part, right? It's a very easy part. Just who, ha, everybody, who, do it at home. Ah, who, let the neighbors hear you. Ah, do it as I sing the verse now. Ah, every one of the men did the work at 10. Sandy scrambled up to the top. He's working like a dog, even 30 for stop. And they struggled on hand so strong now began to sway, and they dove for cover to the banks of the river, all except for Sandy Gray. Okay, you can stop now. Now with thoughts of death, they held their breath as they saw their friend go down. They all knew in a second or two he'd be crushed or frozen or drowned. Yeah, they saw him fall, they heard him call just once, then it was over. Young Sandy Gray gave his name that day near the mouth of the Musquash River. But Sandy Gray was not afraid. He let out a mighty yell. I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys. It's breakfast in hell. East of Giant's Tomb, there's plenty of room, there's no fences and no walls. And if you listen, you'll hear a ghost down by Sandy Gray Falls. Through the tops of the trees, you'll hear in the breeze echoes of a mighty yell. I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell. And Sandy Gray lives on today in the echoes of a mighty yell. I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell. Breakfast in hell. Oh, thanks for singing along. I gotta talk to my tech team. Karen's in the other room. Why don't you bring me that iPad charger back? The charger I'm on now is one of those old ones. I think it's a 1 amp. If we did a 2 amp charger, maybe that'll help. We'll try everything we can to get rid of this shakiness here, this delay in the video. Hey, I got props actually for that song. I forgot to bring them up. This here, folks, is a piece of pine taken from the Musquash River by my friends Gerf and Brendy, who live up in Honey visiting 20 some odd years ago when I heard the story about Sandy Gray for the first time. So they plucked this out of the Musquash River right near Sandy Gray Falls, and this is a slab of wood that was cut off to make lumber, I guess at a mill or something on the Musquash River. And they say that the cold waters of the Musquash can preserve wood for decades and decades. So who knows, this could be a piece of wood that Sandy Gray knocked out of the log jam all those 150 some odd years ago, right? Doubt it, but could be, you never know. Also, we've got some new merchandise. Just in the last couple of weeks, we finished a new design on a really cool Breakfast in Hell t-shirt. Look at that. Our niece Genevieve designed that for us. Those are available on the website, slaidcleaves.com. We've got 2 different styles, actually. What else? Karen, is she going to bring me that power supply? I guess not. Maybe they fixed the problem. I hope so. All right, moving on. We've got love songs coming up. Got 2 love songs in a row. Hope that's okay with everybody. We'll start with one here called Without Her. And this is for David and Janet, and also for Dom and Liz. Bless their hearts. They brought me a present when I came to Newcastle one time, a scarf for their favorite athletic team there, Newcastle United. So thanks, Dom and Liz. All right, we got this one here called Without Her. Out on the street, every time I sit down to eat, there's no more taste, it's all a waste without her. I go to the bar, but it's no good. There's nothing left in this neighborhood. I'll ramble on, I'll be gone without her. And when the world turned from color to black and white, I swear the stars were afraid to come out at night. Every sunrise and set, every little chord I can fret is just a little dimmer, glimmer without her. I take. Every night I lie awake. I'm overcome, I'm undone. Her, surrounded by strangers, that's me. Alone in this world on a deep blue sea. This carrying on just seems wrong without her. How could just one less person being here make so much faith and happiness just disappear? Every sunrise and set, every little chord I can fret is just a little dimmer, a glimmer without her. All right, ready for another love song? This next one I wrote as kind of a goof. I was just seeing how many times I could rhyme Texas in the same song, the Texas love song. It goes out to Michael, James Evans, Mary Ann, Ann in Virginia, Sue and Dan, for Sheila in the UK with a happy birthday shout out to Jane Blake, to Emily Love Dan, and to Helen and David Mann, who danced to the Texas love song at their wedding and are celebrating their 2nd anniversary today. And to my friends Ross and Terry, who are planning on coming to our show at the Cafe Without a Name in Bernie, Texas this weekend. Sorry I'm going to miss you out there, but glad you're able to tune in there, guys. All right, here we go, the Texas love song. For you, I give up all my time, searching for the perfect rhyme. And this is one that certainly perplexes. For you, I would spend all my days thinking up all the crazy ways I love you, even more than I love Texas. You got Bel Air class, Dallas style, Austin soul, and a Luckenbach smile. For you, I'd trade my truck in for a Lexus. You smell as sweet as the piney woods. I'd marry you if I thought I could. I love you even more than I love Texas. You're the barb on my wire, a spark in my campfire. There's no brighter star in all the multiplexes. I love this state, you know I do. But the best thing in this state is you. I love you even more than I love Texas. Yeah, I knew I'd start getting tired and start messing up words if that happens. Happens at the best of times, especially when I haven't done any shows in 6 weeks. If you want, if you're brave, you can turn it into a drinking game and have a shot every time I screw up the words. Who's brave enough out there? Your wit's as sharp as a prickly pear. The sun shines in your golden hair. Your smile hits me right in the solar plexus. Skin is soft as early morning rain. Temper like a Gulf Coast hurricane. I love you even more than I love Texas. From the mucky dock to the broken spoke, you know this state like an old cowpoke. You know where all the tastiest Tex-Mex is. You got Matson on the radio playing Robert Earl and Billy Joe. I love you even more than I love Texas. You're the barb on my wire, the spark in my campfire. Let's head out west where nobody can text us. You can throw me out in the old mesquite. I love you even more than I love Texas. And if you make me this state, well, I'll grow, but I won't hesitate. 'Cause I love you even more than I love Texas. Oh, doody, oh, doody. All right. We're going to stay in Texas for another song here. Song that describes, that is a tribute to the family that helped Karen and I become naturalized Texas citizens 20 some odd years ago. This goes out to John and Loretta, to Tom and Mum in the UK, whose dad passed away a few weeks ago. Sorry to hear that. To Patty, Tracy, and Marley, who are planning a trip to Austin in May for a girls' weekend and a trip to Wimberley to see our show there. That's probably not going to happen. And to Robin and Bill Maxey, in memory of Aunt Betty. These are the people that actually live in this song. Aunt Betty has passed away, but she lives on in this song. Aunt Betty will tell us stories about families, tell us stories about the family. Bill will keep an eye on the ones he left behind. Susan will show us how to drink tequila, and Perry will tell us stories about the blue and gray. They're all, some of them are still with us and some are gone now, but we'll do this song in their memory. Well, you might think there's nothing left but ashes in a box on a table at Crosby's bar. But there's more than meets the eye. You didn't leave us when you died. Your spirit will live on, what we do, who we are. Oh, Aunt Betty's gonna tell us stories about the family. Daughter Susan is gonna sing your favorite. Cousin Perry will spend the day telling tales of the blue and gray. And the Cajun will keep picking all night long. We'll be putting down the brisket and tequila down in Kerrville with the seekers of the shade. But the piece of you lives on, not only in this song, but in all the lives you touched, and every friendship that you made. We're gonna go up to Maine and eat the clams and lobsters, bite the worm down in Sunday. We'll be home by Christmas Eve, telling tales you won't believe, and we'll swim in Barton Springs on New Year's Day. Oh, but Greg's gonna walk the aisles up at Carlisle, bringing smiles just like you used to do. Uncle Dave's got a whiskey toast. I'll be driving from coast to coast. Your smiling face will live on in the heart of Widow Sue. Oh, we're gonna jump across the mighty Mississippi, way up north where it's just a little stream. Brother Bill's gonna keep an eye on the kin you left behind, for you taught us how to live and you showed us how to dream. We're gonna go up to Maine and eat some clams and lobsters, bite the worm down in sunny Cancun Bay. We'll be home by tales you won't believe, and we'll swim in Barton Springs on New Year's Day. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go up to Maine and suck on the heads of lobsters, like a Cajun gone home to Frenchman Bay. We'll be home by Christmas Eve, telling tales you won't believe, and we'll swim in Barton Springs on New Year's Day. All right. After for a year, my Maxey clan took me to swim in Barton Springs with them on New Year's Day and gave me a shot of tequila in the parking lot, bundled me up in a blanket and took me up to the Capitol steps, and Jack Maxey uttered a few oaths and declared me a naturalized Texas citizen. That was a long time ago. Well, let's see what we got. We got a couple of songs, the two most requested songs, both for this show and also just for my shows in general. They're two songs written by my good friend Karen Poston, who lives in Wimberley, Texas. We've known each other for a long time. We first met when her band Aunt Beanie's First Prize Beats used to play with my band, the Moxies, at the old beloved Austin Outhouse, which was a lovely little dive in North Austin. We're going to do two of Karen's songs right here. We'll do Flower Dresses first. This is for Dan and family in Fairfax, for Joanne, for Carol and Brian, Mary, St. Louis, Mark and Jensen Beach, Sarah, Josh, and the roasting crew at Wandering Goat Coffee in Eugene, Oregon. Well, she was leaning long-legged beneath the bottle cap shine of the country store with a Coke and a smile. Coolest place to linger on an Arkansas day when she saw him passing by. He said, I'll take you back to Texas and my name is Ray, where the stars are bigger than the hit parade. And she stopped dreaming her dream, started dreaming his, traded in her childhood. She wore flower dresses, rode and scrubbed her freckled skin on the chance that they were going out tonight, catch a show. And she looked real nice, she looked real nice. Sometimes I think about my daddy and his Old Spice grin, a clean pressed shirt and a farmer's tan. She never asked her lies, but I heard my mama cry some. And I was sitting in the hallway on the night he left, hugging my knees, holding my breath. I was never sure why, but he was damn sure gone. Thought it was maybe my fault. She wore flower dresses for him, rolled her hair and scrubbed her freckled skin on the chance that they were going out tonight, catch a show, maybe grab a bite. And she looked real nice, she looked real nice. It is just starting to chill a bit. The firefly, and it brings to mind the glider where she used to slide. Brings to mind the glider where she used to sit, count the headlights on the highway. And I think of where you're going, where you are tonight, what you must have seen since I last saw those eyes. I know I can't win if I do not play. This whole thing scares me. She wore flower dresses for him, rolled her hair and scrubbed her freckled skin on the chance that they were going out tonight, catch a show, maybe grab a bite. And she looked real nice, she looked real nice. Yeah, she looked real nice, she looked real nice. Whew, that's a lot of syllables there. Sorry, I missed a few there. We'll do Lydia now, the saddest song I've ever learned, I think. Coal Miner's song. This goes out to Doc and Lisa, Scott and Kelly, Mark, Lydia the cat, Pendle Jones family, Lorraine, Dave and Jill in Toronto, Hunter Heron, hey, that's my cousin, and her roommate, whose grandmother was my music teacher. Maybe it was Miss Marr, my first grade music teacher. Wow. Miss Marr told me I had good rhythm in first grade. There are several band members who heard, if they heard that, they would probably disagree. Let's do Lydia. Lydia lit a cigarette today, ancient fumbling fingers in her way. From a 40-year-old coffee cup she sipped a bit, closed her eyes and let the memories in. She lives in the old place all alone, keeps in touch with neighbors by the phone, grows roses on the graves of her firstborn and his father, and the coal trucks never bother. Oh, Lydia, let him go, the boy is gone. tore him from her arms. Oh, Lydia, your tears are heaven's ray, but she never was the same. Cotton satin shoes, Indian summer sun, dressed in amber hues, spending time with a coal miner's son, to an old time fiddle tune. Months blew by just like a breeze that year. They went in June, and by the fall the boy was here. Word come down from Big Stone, there's a fire in the mine, and 11 men they couldn't find. Oh, Liddy, let him go, the boy is gone. Her mother struggled as she tore him from her arms. Oh, Lydia, your tears are heaven's ray, but she never was the same. She watched them pulling from the hole, the overalls were blackened by the smoke. Liddy twice had had this dream, and twice it had come true. And when she saw his father's boots, she knew. Oh, Liddy, let him go, the boy is gone. Her mother struggled as she tore him from her arms. Oh, tears are heaven's ray, was the same. Liddy lit a cigarette today, ancient fumbling fingers in her way. From a 40-year-old coffee cup she sipped a bit of gin, closed her eyes and let the memory. That's one sad song. Karen Poston wrote that song based on the life of her grandmother, Lydia, who was married to a coal miner in Western Virginia. Speaking of sad songs, I'm sure a lot of you were saddened to hear that we lost John Prine a couple weeks back. And several people asked for a John Prine song, which I totally get. Mike asked for one, Mark in Pittsburgh. I don't really have one on the tip of my tongue right now. In the earlier days, my earlier days, when I was just starting out, busking and stuff, learning how to write songs. But I'll do a tribute to John Prine, and this is the tribute is, when I was just starting out in the late 80s, it's really hard teaching yourself how to write songs, and you don't know where to start sometimes. And I figured out this trick that I use. What I do is just, I knew a lot of songs. I was playing a lot of cover songs, Hank Williams, and Buddy Holly, and Bruce Springsteen, and John Prine. I just take one of those songs and start adding verses to it, and then and when I had 3 verses, I'd pull the song, my verses out of the song, change the melody a little bit, add a chorus, and boom, I had my own song. And that's how I wrote this next song. We'll look back at my childhood, growing up in a little town in Maine, South Berwick, Maine. And most of you John Prine songs will probably be able to identify the John Prine song I used as a template. Maybe I should have changed the melody a little more or something, I don't know. Let's see, I think I use a capo on this. Well, I grew up among the woods and fields. I remember sweet summer times. We felt, oh man, whoo. Let's start that over. I grew up among the woods and fields. I remember sweet summer times. Built forts high up in the oaks and log cabins in the pines. Out beyond the abandoned railroad bed, I fought the Germans with a wooden gun. My friends and brothers and me, we played and fought hard under the sun. Ah, we had time, yes, we had time. We thought the summers would never end. Times were good and times were bad, some of the best times we ever had. We were young, we were friends. Well, we ducked through the barbed wire fence and played ball among the cow pie. Began to charge, we'd run to save our lives. We built a ramp and jumped over each other. Speed second-hand Schwinn. Next thing you know, we're all grown up and never seeing each other again. Oh, we had time, yes, we had time. We thought the summers would never end. Times were good and times were bad, some of the best times we ever had. We were young, we were friends. Well, I drove down to the park today, and the boughs were whispering low, and the piney scent was reminding me of thoughts of long ago. Some of my pals are still around, some are long, long gone. All the summers that we shared live only in this song. Oh, we had time, yes, we had time. We thought the summers would never end. Times were good and times were bad, some of the best times we ever had. We were young, we were friends. Times were good and times were bad, some of the best we ever had. We were young, we were friends. All right, how many people knew it was Grandfather was a Carpenter? That's the John Prine song that I used to build that one. And speaking of the subject of Slaid, the early years growing up in Southborough, John Malloy asked for this next song called The Rain Song. And it's a song that I get requests for now and then about, a couple times a year, especially from friends and family and fans that have known me for a long time. It's a song that came out on a record almost 30 years ago when I wrote it. And I stopped doing it a long time because technically I'm not happy with it. There's things wrong with it technically, it rhymes too much or something. But I understand that there's a real emotional appeal to this song to some people, and so I printed out the lyrics and I'm going to try to do it for here. And this goes out to my old friend Joe Lewin. Joe Lewin was probably the #1 fan on the Broke Down World Tour in the early 2000s. I think he went to at least a dozen, maybe more shows in New Jersey and New York. Back then, a big supporter, and I really appreciate him. He still comes to shows now and again. Joe, I hope you're doing well, and this goes out to you. Let's see, it's going to be a little scary. Oh yeah, the other reason I don't like doing this song is because I wrote it when my range was a lot larger, and it's really hard to sing. I've learned over the years that my crowd doesn't expect perfection from me, but they do like to struggle. When the rain comes down and your blood takes on a little chill, and the sun's not coming out, but still you hope it will. When going through your bones and your boots are soaking through, you're tired of covering up. There's only one thing you can do. Drown your eyes in a river of tears. Wash away your wasted years. Let your sorrow wax and wane. Hold your face up to the rain. And destiny's sad or merry, true men can but try. Ask how and you'll find a way. The question is not why. They say the know your rights and right your wrongs. Sing aloud your favorite song. You can start all over, it won't be the same. Hold your face up to the rain. When the rain comes down stinging and your blood takes on a little chill, and you know the sun's not coming out, but still you hope it will. When the wind's blowing through your bones and your boots are soaking through, you're tired of covering up, there's only one. Hold your face up to the rain, open up and feel the pain. There's no use for you to complain. Hold your face up to the rain, drown your eyes in a river of tears, wash away your wasted years. Let your song wax and wane. Hold your face up to the rain. Know your rights and right your wrongs. Sing aloud your favorite song. You can start all over, it won't be the same. Hold your face up to the rain. Hold your face up to the rain. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, Joe. And Mom, if she's listening, Mom thinks that's one of my best songs. Alrighty now, let's see, where are we? We're gonna go from one of my oldest songs to one of my newest songs. Songs on the latest album. Do y'all have the latest album? It came out 3 years ago. Yeah, I know, 3 years ago, but it's still my latest album. This is the very last album. This is our LP. We don't have any more vinyl left right now. We have CDs, about 6,000 CDs we have in the barn. I kind of overbought on those, I guess. Let's see. This song was requested by Jorgensen. That's all I have for that. I guess that's the last name. It's called If I Had a Heart. The more I see, the less I understand. The harder I work, the poorer I feel. The deeper the faith, the more I'm broken. The more I hear, the less it all seems real. Then you come around with your soft young skin, with no idea what you're about to step in. And in these times, you remind me of the man I used to be. If I had a heart, you'd be breaking it now. I've seen hope rise, come crack, seen the bashing of brains, seen the city unwind. I've seen the overthrow of dictators and tyrants, seen the gory mess they always leave behind. Then you stop by, talking about your dreams. You see a world not yet ripped apart at the seams. And in these times, you remind me of the man I used to be. If I had a heart, you'd be breaking it now. You'll see truth turn into lies, light turn to dark, hearts broken too. Just one thing before I die, I want to make one lie come true. The more money I make, the more they say I'll need. The farther the drive, the closer I am to where I started. The more I'm told, the less I tend to believe. Then you come around with your soft young skin, with no idea what you're about to step in. And in these times you remind me of the man I used to be. If I had a heart, you'd be breaking it now. If I still had a heart, you'd be breaking it now. Alrighty, we're getting close to the end here. Just a couple more songs, folks. Let's see, it's time to do my little tribute to my old friend Don Walser. You can see him on a little picture on the piano there. That's the late great Don Walser in his prime there. In his cowboy western shirt and his big hat. I wrote a song in honor of him years ago. Let's see, this goes out to James, no wait a minute, this goes out to Chris and Maggie in London who asked for a yodel song, to Kim, David and Janet, and for Anne's mom, of course. This is God's Own Yodeler. Up at Henry's Bar and Grill on the north side of town, I saw a man reach up to heaven and pull his song on down to a smoke-filled roof from misfits, young and old and brave and small. And with the laughing eyes of the Buddha, he shared it with us all. And every soul in that roadhouse felt the power of his soul. Through life's joys and sorrows, he brought us together as one. They called him God's own yodeler, the Pavarotti of the plains. There's no bigger voice in Texas, Don Walser was his name. He was raised out in the Mesa, just a boy when his mama died. With daddy at the mill all night in that empty house he cried. He'd climb up in the oak tree to sing his broken heart. The neighbors gathered in the yard, listening in the dark, singing songs about West Texas, cowboys and old John Deeres, rodeos and drive-ins and the thrill of teenage years. They called him God's own yodeler, the Pavarotti of the plains. There's no bigger voice in Texas, Don Walser was his name. Hodaloo, hodaloo, hodalee, hodaloo, hodalee, tee. From the honky-tonks and dance halls to the Grand Ole Opry, Don Walser brought a smile to every fan who came to see how it's oxygen and wheelchairs and trips to the docks in town. His stays kept getting longer, he knew he was glory bound. My friend, your work is done here, and I'd say you did it well. Your voice rings down from heaven all the way to the devil himself. And now you're God's own yodeler high above. We miss you here in Austin, with love we speak your name. Hodaloo, hodaloo, dee, hodaloo, dee, hodaloo, hodaloo, hodalee, hodaloo, hodalee, dee, 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 dee. All right. You know, I think I skipped a song somewhere. Oh man, I skipped like 3 songs. I gotta go back for a little bit. We got plenty more songs coming. Fix yourself another drink. Let's see. I got a song here that I don't do very often called Hometown USA. And this is another one of those songs that when I wrote it, I was thinking about George Jones, imagining George Jones singing this melody. And I can't sing like George Jones, so it's a real struggle to do this song. I'll give it a try. This goes out to Doug and Stacy and Mark, my friend Stacy Rose in Broadmoor. Nice to hear from you, Stacy. I hope we can get together out in California before too long. Let's see, gotta get the right key here. It's closing time tonight in Harlan. Set the alarm, turn out the lights. Not a soul out on the sidewalk as she steps into the night. Across the parking lot she fumbles her handbag for the keys. Another long day of thank yous, yes ma'ams, and may I help you please. Sure didn't turn out like she planned. She thought she'd be a star by now. Dodge paparazzi cameras, but she's in Harlan still somehow. What happened to the leading lady, living her life out on the stage, still only working as an extra in a film called Hometown USA. Now somewhere south of town on 40, a Greyhound bus rolls through the night, staring out a greasy window. He keeps searching for the light. No choice but head back home to Harlan when foreclosure shut him down. And after all that he had worked for, just to end up right back in your hometown. What happened to the riding cowboy? Life out on the range. He's just another hired hand now in a film called Hometown USA. I'll play it scrappy on the record. Now they don't know their fate is turning. They're drifting closer in the dark, and as he steps in for a quick one, she's already at the bar. Tonight her lives will come, tales of trails he rode. They'll fall in love beneath the neon. You know they're gonna steal the show. It didn't turn out like they planned, but they found their own true way. It's not the big break that they dreamed of, but you know they're gonna be okay. That part after all now, in a film called Hometown USA. Well, that wasn't so bad. I kind of liked singing that song, I guess, now that I'm getting better at it. Got another two songs that I wrote with old Rod Picott. This one is called Rust Belt Fields, and it goes out to Al from Canada, Michael. I just noticed that I'm wearing sandals that are squeaking on the floor. I hope that wasn't coming through in the whole set. I don't know why I have shoes on anyway. Off. Alright, well I haven't heard from the technical people, so I'm assuming everything's okay still. This is my sound, this is my sound, this is my town, out in the Rust Belt fields. There was always a job, and the money was there. Some say we got a little lazy, nobody seemed to care. Figured it out and sent the elbow grease down to Mexico and off to the Chinese. And I learned a little something about how your name just for working hard. Drove into the ground until your factory's cold, and they tear it all down. Parts get sold. Come the bankers now, picking over the bones. I got 3 more neighbors now, about to lose their homes, 'cause they figured it out and sent the elbow grease down to Mexico and off to the Chinese. And I learned a little something about how things are. No one gets a bonus for bloody knuckles and scars. No one remembers your name just for working hard. It's up around Boone. Think I'll buy me a bottle in a hotel room. Put it on, put it on, put it on square, put it on the black square. Oh, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? There's a Reno boat. It's up around Boone. Think I'll buy me a bottle in a motel room. Put all I have left on a little red square. Risk it all like the big boys, like I don't even care. They'll drive you into your ground until your engine's cold, calling the auctioneers as the banks foreclose. And I've learned a little something about how things are. No one gets a bonus for bloody knuckles and scars, and no one remembers your name just for working hard. All right, did everybody get a nice drink out of that on my behalf? Let's see, a couple more songs here before we wrap up. Here's another blast from the past. This is for Rachel and for Caitlin, who was at my very first show in Philadelphia. She was one of 3 people at the show. And I came back the second time to Philadelphia. This is in the late 90s. She was one of 6 people. A while later, finally, people caught on, and she was one of a nice crowd down at the Tin Angel. I think that's the right Caitlin we're talking about here. I hope so. Hi, Caitlin. Good to see you. She asked for this song that I haven't done in a long time. I got to get this on the right way, or it's not going to work. I set out early trying to find a place for a young man in this world, a place to call mine. mind to settle into. I looked for the gold in all the wrong places. I laid with the saints and sinners, seen lines in all their faces. Faces weary and true. I keep searching till I find you. You poured the night to chase and the day to curse the sun. That's just the way the river runs. This town's getting old, but soon you'll find your rambling ways will leave only ghosts behind. Ghosts walking in your shoes. A man's gotta hold on to what he chooses. A highway scattered with the bones of winners and losers. All tangled, it's true. I keep searching till I find you. You pour the night to chase the moon, curse the sun. That's just the way the river runs. Time marches on and memory fades. While the snow gently falls, we're all becoming shades. Each and every one. A man's gotta hold on to what he chooses. The highway scattered with the bones of the winners and the losers. All tangled, it's true. I keep searching till I find you. You pour the night on the day to curse the sun. That's just the way the river runs. That's just the way. Oh, that's just the way. That's just the way the river runs. Right, that's for Rachel and Caitlin.
I'm pretty sure we lost internet.
Really?
I know. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I can't watch you anymore.
I'm being told that we lost internet, but I'm saying that
Do you see comments on there?
I don't see comments.
Okay.
Is anybody commenting that we're gone?
I can't.
You can't even get comments?
I'll go look, but
I got internet here. We just got a couple more songs.
Okay, well, play on that.
Yeah. If you're not out there, oh well. I think I'll have a drink actually. We're almost done here. I think we just got one more song. We're gonna wrap this up now. I'm gonna pour myself a little toast for joining me tonight from Wimberley, Texas, and live stream. Get my notes here. So cheers, we gotta wrap this up. Sorry I couldn't get to so many of you. We had over 100 submissions and over 70 individual songs requested. And I added it up and discovered that it would have been a 5.5 hour show if I did all the requests. And not even the boss does that, so we're cutting it short at about an hour and a half, just about a regular show here. Let's see what else I want to say. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me over the internet. I look forward to the day that we can all be in a room together safely. I know it'll happen. It's just going to take some patience and some smarts. And we just got to watch out for each other for the next many, many months, apparently. So cheers, everybody. We'll finish with this one. This song is One Good Year. Let's make it the best we can out of this situation. This goes out to James Evans, to Scott, to Susan, who wore out the broke down CD twice, to Lance on his 50th birthday, along with Earth Day this week. Also want to give a shout out to Andrew and Braden in upstate New York, and to the friends and family of John and Anne in Scotland. It's a New Year's Day, just like the day before. Same old skies of gray, same empty bottles on the floor. Another year gone by, and I'm thinking once again, how can I take this losing hand and somehow win? Just give me one good year to get my feet back on the ground. I've been chasing grace, and grace ain't so easily found. One bad hymn can devil a man, chase him and carry him down. I gotta get out of here, just give me one good year. I'm burning oil, engines running rough. I drive from job to job, but it's never enough. I can't find the will to just up and get away. Some kind of chains holding me down to make me stay. Just give me one good year, feet back on the ground. I've been chasing grace, and grace ain't so easily found. One bad hymn can devil a man, chase him and carry him down. I gotta get out of here, just give me one good year. It's a bitter wind in your face every day. It's the little sins that wear your soul away. When you start giving in, where do the promises all go? Will your darkest hour write a blank check on? Just give me one good year to get my feet back on the ground. I've been chasing grace, and grace ain't so easily found. One bad hand can devil a man, good one can turn him around. I gotta get out of here, just give me one good year. I gotta get out of here, just give me one good year. Just give me one good year. Thanks again so much from Jared and all the Signature Sounds people for taking care of this show for us tonight. Always with Karen, but always makes things happen behind the scenes. Can't get anything done without Karen. Thank you, my love. All right, take care, everybody. Signing out from Wimberley, Texas. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.